Hello Pisces, and welcome to your reading by the Blessings Foundry. This reading will be a New Year forecast for the year 2022. We will take a look at a summary of this past year. We'll take a look into career outlook, finances and love, family and friends, spirituality. We'll take a look by quarter, January through March, April through June, July through September, and October. We do have the Strength card coming out. So it seems as though you have definitely had a lot of strength through this year. As we close out this year, you've definitely held your own through this year. So let's go ahead and dive in and do your 2022 New Year forecast. Spirit, guides, guardians, angels, ancestors, 5D light and above, please come near. Please connect to the Pisces viewers and subscribers of this channel in high vibrational energy and their guides, guardians, angels, ancestors, and higher self in high vibrational energy to get the messages and guidance that Pisces needs for the year 2022 forecast. What do they need to know? What guidance and direction do you have for Pisces for the year 2022? All right, let's see what we can get for you, Pisces. So when we look at a summary of this past year, 2021, we see Temperance. This has been a year of patience, of waiting. There has been a lot of waiting this year, a lot of needing to wait for things to come together, wait for things to balance. Some of you may have had to choose new paths this year, new paths towards your happiness, new paths in career. Some of you have definitely gone through new levels of awakening through 2021 as well. So as we move forward into 2022, what does career look like? We have the 10 of Wands. This is typically in the 10 of Wands, this talks about putting a burden down, but here this is about, I'm really seeing that you have been going through difficulty, and as we go into 2022, a number of you are going to be able to put your burdens down with respect to career. This is, maybe changing jobs, changing companies, doing something altogether different. So we do see putting a burden down. As you go into 2022, you'll be putting one burden down and headed towards a new beginning. The 10 of Wands reduces into the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands speaks about new business pursuits, new passions. So there's going to be a laying down of burdens in career as we go into 2022. And finances, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, baby. You're going to be doing good. Keep facing your true north. In 2021, it was a sowing period of patience, waiting for things to come together. As you enter 2022 in career, putting a burden down. In finances, you're going to be going into wish fulfillment, into a much better place, a place of harmony, a place of satisfaction and abundance. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, abundance is a key word for 2022, headed towards abundance in finances. And in love, well, we have the 10 of Swords, but understanding as you go, again, so what we're seeing here, Pisces, is 2021 was a transitional year. And it's interesting because 2021, when you add it up, 2 + 2 + 1 is actually 5, which is change. When you look at 2022, it's 2 + 2 + 2, which is 6, about harmony. It's about, peacefulness. So we do see the transition from 2021 to 2022, bringing endings in career, changes, putting burdens down. And in love, we see an ending of trauma, an ending of traumatic bonds, an ending of traumatic relationships, an ending of putting yourself on the cross and putting your heart out there in relationships. You're going to be showing up different. The 10 of Swords reduces to the Ace of Swords. So we're going to be seeing a transition from this place of trauma with respect to love, this place of sacrifice and pain with respect to love, and a transformation into having victory. The pain will, in fact, so as we were seeing, you're going through a transition, and as we shift from 2021 into 2022, things are going to be transmuted and changed. So now, as we look at family and friends for 2022, we see the 8 of Swords. Now, the 8 of Swords is the energy of being in a mindset, unsure how to move forward. But above this, we do have the eagle, and the eagle represents freedom. So I see a number of you maybe having a new sense of freedom with respect to how you interact in family and friend dynamics, that you may have allowed yourself to have a muted expression of freedom. The swords are mental energy, also communication. But what we're seeing here is really having a new sense of freedom when it comes to family and friend connections as you go forward. So then, what we see next, Pisces, is a spiritual outlook. So in 2022, we have the King of Swords. So this is a new level of awareness and mastery of truth, of clarity. If we look at this particular King of Swords, the crown chakra is lit up. And this is about spiritual outlook for 2022, having the sword of truth, having the connection and the clarity to move forward, knowing what your true north is, having that discernment and clarity to move forward in your power, having gone through the past year and past seasons that were refining seasons that may have, taken a lot out of you, but they definitely taught you lessons that you'll be carrying forward that will very much increase your spiritual connectedness. So if we look into, we're going to go into the quarters of the year now, January through March, or quarter one of 2022, we see the Emperor taking control, being in your seat of power. And this is going to be very important as we look at across the different aspects of your life. You've been going through a lot of changes. You've been releasing, finding your balance in 2021, a lot of change. Now, as we're on the precipice of entering into a new year, we see that change is taking root as you are having the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, moving towards your wish fulfillment, moving towards a place of abundance, moving towards a place of freedom, having a higher awareness, a higher consciousness, a higher connectedness, and you're moving forward into 2022 in your seat of power, making decisions that are going to be in your best interest, that are very balanced and logical, and the right decisions for the people involved. So if we look into the second quarter, April through June, we have the Tower. This is change coming in hot, man. So we have, you're in your seat of power and you are making change. So we'll get clarification for these in just a moment. And then in July and September Q3, we have the Lovers. Oh gosh, guys. So there's going to be a turnabout, a change that might bring in peace. There might be, the Tower is always a restructuring, but it's going to bring you to a place of new decisions, new blessings, a new protectedness. Whenever you have the Tower, and after the Tower, a positive card comes out, the Tower is happening to bring you to a better place. So suddenly, some of you may, as you go into Q3, July through September, have new blessings in your life, have new partnerships, have new connectedness. Things are going to, while Q2, April through June, you're going to see some changes, some reorganization, some shifts in your foundation or things around you. It's going to bring you to a very beautiful place by the Q3, July through September of 2022. And then in Q4, October through December, we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is bringing you to a place where you are moving forward towards positive change, positive outcomes. We see you starting off in the beginning of 2020 in your seat of power. You're in your authority, making changes, making different choices for yourself to move you towards a better place, towards a place of harmony, a place of peace. So if we look now at what your biggest obstacle might be for 2022, we see the Two of Pentacles. This is about choices, balance, and decision making with respect to very tangible things. So there might be, it's not a question of if there might be, there are going to be a lot of choices that you'll be making this year based on the fact that there's going to be a lot of change. There's going to be putting down of burdens, putting down of trauma, finding freedom from friends and family where you may have previously felt a little bit stuck or a little bit bound. seeing things from a higher level of consciousness and awareness and moving towards your wish fulfillment. You're coming out of a season of waiting, and now things are catalyzing towards change. We have the Tower, we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Two of Pentacles. 2022 is about change. So if we look at how to overcome this obstacle, we have the Five of Swords. The first thing that came to me is choose peace. Whenever you're in a situation where you need to make a choice in 2022, again, remember that 2022, this is about harmony. So how to overcome obstacles during the year 2022 is making the decisions that put you in alignment with peace. If you make a decision that brings you into resistance, if you're in a situation where there is resistance, that is a key indicator that that is not your path. So then what is the overall or overview for the year 2022? Eight of Pentacles. This is a year of working, of refining. This is going to be a year of action. Last year was a year of waiting. You were doing everything you could. However, things were only going as fast as they could with respect to the universal order. But now we're definitely seeing change. We're seeing a lot of putting down of burdens, putting down of trauma, finding freedom, having new clarity, having new enlightenment, being in your seat of power, catalyzing change, moving forward to new blessings, new partnerships, positive change, making choices based on going in the direction of peace and really building something. This is going to be a year where you're doing a lot of work, but also that work is going to bring you towards abundance and peace. So now let's look at the quarter by quarter. Spirit, what does Pisces need to know about this Emperor for Q1 of 2022? What do we need to know about this Emperor for, thank you. And the Emperor is also Aries energy, which is boss power. Yeah, so you're stepping out of the wounded warrior energy that was oftentimes your previous script or what you previously knew. You're no longer allowing situations to beat you up, so to speak. You're like, I don't think so. This is my life, and I'm taking charge of my life. You're not going to come at me. I've already been in this spot of difficulty where I had to do work for other people. I had to carry the burdens. I had to, and we see here from the Nine of Wands to the Ten of Wands, 2022 is about putting those burdens down, being in your seat of power. And instead of having power put upon you, you are commanding power. And for the Tower for Q2, what does Pisces need to know about this Tower for Q2 of 2022? So we're seeing, I'm hearing enough is enough. And we have the Five of Swords twice here. So this is, you may be faced with change that could be resistant, that could in fact pull you out of your place of peace. Remember who you are. We start off with the Emperor and then we transform into the Empress in Q2. So in Q1, you're in your seat of power. You're making power moves for yourself, for your life. As you make these decisions, it may cause resistance. The change you're creating in your life, some people might not like it. Some people might not be in agreement with the choices you make for yourself, but sit back in your seat of power. Remember who you are. This is about making choices that bring you to a place of peace and take you away from a place of unrest. So as you are entering or in Q2 of 2022, there's going to be a lot of changes based on what you do in Q1. Some people might like it, might not like it, may have resistance against it, but understand, remember who you are, remember why you're making these choices. The Empress always is in a place of peace, always in the flow of energy, in the flow of creativity, and does not get bothered. The Empress is unbothered, and during these changes, things might come up against you because you're making changes for yourself. You will be unbothered if you choose that. So always choosing peace. What is this Lovers for Q3 for Pisces? What do you want Pisces to know about this Lovers for Q3 of 2022, please, Spirit? What is this Lovers card for Pisces? Hold on, guys. What is this Lovers card for Pisces for 2022? Okay, thank you. So we have, this this is interesting, Pisces. So there's two things that are coming out here. Some of you are going to choose to walk away from things. In Q3, July through September, there's going to be a choice to walk away from something, but understand the walking away is a walking to things that are going to be fulfilling for you. And this is general, it's not specific to love or career in the quarter aspect. But here, yeah, we have, because you're choosing to move towards a place of fulfillment and satisfaction. You're in very powerful energy. This is interesting, Pisces. For Q22, we have all major arcana heading up each quarter. Q1, Emperor, major arcana. Q2, Tower, major arcana. Q3, Lovers, major arcana. And Q4, Wheel of Fortune. This is a powerful year. Your choices are going to matter, but you're going to be walking away. Some of you, this is a choice to walk away from a partnership that is no longer fulfilling because you want to move towards something that's more fulfilling for you and coming into a new partnership. For others of you, this is choices based on your emotional satisfaction where you're no longer satisfied with particular situations. And this could be not just in love, but across different things, your job. So if we look at the different energies here, we have career coming to an end, making choices, love coming to an end. So what I'm seeing here, Pisces, is around Q3, there's definitely going to be changes. Walking away, making a decision to walk away, career and love, and going towards things that are more emotionally fulfilling for you. And you do have, the archangel over you in Q3, guiding you, protecting you. What is this Wheel of Fortune for Pisces in Q4, October through December of 2022? What is this wheel? Thank you. Yeah, so you're changing. You're making moves. Let's see what else. What else do we need to know about this Wheel of Fortune? Thank you. Oops. Gosh, guys. So let's see. So I'm just going to show what came out. You're going to in 2022, you'll successfully be making decisions. There's going to be movement here. I'll see okay. So there could be organizational changes or changes in your belief structures or your foundation, emotional mastery. We do see in love and finances or career, you're going to have mastery over these circumstances. You're going to make the right decisions for you to move forward. So that is definitely a consistent repeating theme we are seeing here in 2022. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. So as you come to the end of 2022, the Wheel of Fortune is going to be moving in your favor, and you're going to have changes that are moving you to secure, stable things. Whether this is financial changes, improvement in finances, improvement in your security, stability, family or connections or commitments. So we do see positive changes are going to be taking place based on the choices you're making. Now understand that if you go through 2022 making decisions to engage in chaos and Five of Swords energy, pain, resistance, if you allow that to suck you in, you're not likely to recognize a lot of the changes that are part of your soul's journey for this year as the Pisces collective. So here what we're seeing is as you go through 2022, keep yourself in a place of harmony, make decisions that lead you in the direction of peace, and be in your power. Things are going to be changed as things will be changing, but you'll be making a choice to move forward towards positive change, and that shift is going to lead you to a much more stable, secure place by the end of 2022. So Spirit, let's give Pisces one card for the overall message for 2022, and then we will close it out. Spirit, one card for Pisces for 2022, please. One card for Pisces for 2022, please. And we have mental conflict. This is very interesting, Pisces, because change is hard. And the energies that we see here are universal energies. 2021 has been a year of waiting, a year of patience, doing everything you can, but getting nowhere. As you enter into 2022, you're going to be putting burdens down. You're going to be putting trauma down. You're going to be putting connections that made you feel bound down, and you're going to be moving forward in your connectedness. As you release these things, as you make this shift from burden to beginning, it may cause you some mental conflict, as we see here with the Two of Pentacles, going back and forth. We have the Two of Pentacles and the two here for mental conflict, going back and forth. What do I do? What do I choose? But one of the keys through this year is choosing harmony, choosing peace. And Spirit wants me to grab one oracle. Spirit, one oracle for Pisces for 2022, please. Thank you. Pillar of light, Pisces. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. And this is a perfect summary for this year, moving towards a place of harmony, a place of peace. Spiritually, your outlook is mastery, coming to a place of mastery. You have been through the trials, you have been through the tribulations, you've been through the period of waiting, and now this is going to be a year of transmutation, moving out of chaos into a place of peace. Your vibration has been rising as you come through the different challenges of your life and you learn the lessons. You become a new version of yourself, a higher octave of yourself, a higher octave of love. And you become, as your vibration rises and you have increased clarity, increased sight, increased connectedness to divine. And Pisces have innately that spiritual connectedness. Is just about learning, refining, and understanding how to connect and utilize it. But here, you are the oracle. So as we see going forward into 2022, Pisces, this has all the makings to bring you into a place of harmony, a place of peace, and an amazing place of beauty. This is what I have for you, Pisces. God bless.